up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Madison Hill, and yes, it is time for another Pop Off with Madison. Now, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm filming this Pop Off much earlier than I normally do. It's 8:45 right now, so I will not be having any shams for this Pop Off. Instead, I'm gonna be having some coffee with you. So even if this isn't getting posted until the afternoon, because sometimes that's how things work, that's okay. Pick up your afternoon, pick me up, we can have some coffee together. And the reason why I'm filming this video earlier than I normally do is because, hello, we have to talk about Miss Taylor Swift and her Good Morning America announcement. Talk about the best thing ever to wake up to. If you couldn't tell, yes, I am a Swiftie, so I'm just putting it out there. I'm always gonna be pro Taylor Swift. That's often why I talk so poorly about Scooter Braun. I just cannot stand how poorly he has treated Taylor Swift in the music industry. So yes, you should know up front, I'm a Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift. I've been a Swiftie for many, many years. So her announcement that she made on GMA this morning was long awaited, to say the least. I'm so excited to talk about it with you guys. This is just kind of gonna be an off the cusp pop off, if I'm being completely honest. I literally woke up, saw the news, talked with my friends about it, obviously. Put on concealer on my little blemishes right there. Thankfully, I got my hair done yesterday, so it still actually stayed pretty combed. Also talked to my mom. I know you guys don't care about what I did this morning before I decided to sit down in front of this camera. Sorry, I know you're here for the Taylor Swift news. So let's not waste any more time and start unwrapping those facts. So this morning on Good Morning America, Taylor Swift made the announcement that she will be re-releasing her song Love Story, Taylor's version, tonight. And she also announced that she has finished re-recording her album Fearless. Again, this is going to be called Taylor's version, and that will be out soon. Taylor Swift also revealed that her new re-recorded version of Fearless will include 6 new bonus tracks. These are apparently songs that she did write at the time of Fearless, but they ended up getting scrapped for one reason or another. But now that Taylor's in charge, we are getting the songs. So the album is going to have 26 songs total. Yes, my mind is blown, and you can probably see the upper lip sweat is starting. In addition to making this announcement on GMA, Taylor Swift also released the new cover art for this re-recorded version of Fearless, and she also posted a message on her Instagram. The message reads, "When I think back on the Fearless album and all that you turned it into, a completely involuntary smile creeps across my face. This was the musical era in which so many inside jokes were created between us, so many hugs exchanged and hands touched, so many unbreakable bonds formed. So before I say anything else, let me just say that it was a real honor to get to be a teenager alongside you. And for those of you I've come to know more recently than 2008, I'm ecstatic that I'll get to experience a bit of that feeling with you in the very near future, now that I can fully appreciate it in its whimsical, effervescent, chaotic entirety." Then she goes on to talk about how the album will include 26 songs. She says, "I've spoken a lot about why I'm remaking my first 6 albums, but the way I've chosen to do this will hopefully help illuminate where I'm coming from." She goes on to say, "This process has been more fulfilling and emotional than I could have ever imagined, and has made me even more determined to re-record all of my music. I hope you like this first outing as much as I liked traveling back in time to recreate it. Sincerely and fearlessly, Taylor." Now, if you're like me, I loved Love Story on Fearless. I think it is a fantastic song, but to me, there's a lot of other songs on Fearless that I love and cannot wait for the Taylor's version to be released. And if you actually go through and take a closer look at her Instagram message, you'll notice that some of the letters are capitalized. And if you put those all together, it appears as though the re-recorded Taylor's version of Fearless will be released in April. So fingers crossed that that is correct. Fingers crossed that it does come in April and not any longer, because I needed this re-recorded Fearless album, Taylor's version, yesterday, especially now that I know there's 6 new songs. A little more info for you guys. Obviously, Swifties everywhere like me are freaking out. They are so excited at the re-release of Fearless and the fact that it's going to include 6 new songs and really round out that Taylor Swift era. I think on GMA this morning they said that Fearless is one of the most awarded country albums of all time, which is absolutely crazy, but I believe it. I mean, it was such a freaking good album. But in addition to her fans freaking out about this Fearless release on Twitter, they also had another one of Taylor's hits trending, All Too Well, which is from her Red album, which if you've seen me anywhere talk about Taylor Swift, you know that All Too Well is one of my honestly top favorite Taylor Swift songs. And when she released Red, there was a rumor that there was a 10-minute version of All Too Well that she actually made, but she couldn't release it on the album because it was too long. So now that fans know that she has these 6 additional songs that she is including on her re-release version of Fearless, they are hoping that whenever she re-records Red and re-releases it, that it will include that 10-minute version of All Too Well. And I have to say, people, I am right there with you. Okay, I know I've already kind of been popping off, but let's officially pop off. take a sip of our coffee. So as you can already tell through this video, I'm so excited that Taylor Swift has re-recorded Fearless. She's releasing it. It's going to be Taylor's version. So on any streaming service, if you want to make sure your streams are going to Taylor, make sure it says Taylor's version. I'm so happy she's doing this. I think it's so deserved. I think that she has been so vocal about artists' rights and artists owning their own music. And I think it's great that she's taking control. I think it's great that she's taking ownership of her work. Personally, I think I am most excited for these 6 new songs. I felt like Fearless was such an incredible album the first time it was released, so the fact that there were 6 songs that didn't make the cut, I'm gonna be honest, my brain can't really process it, but I know that they're going to be amazing. I know that I'm going to love them, and I cannot wait to be transported back to being High School Madison. Honestly, I would love to have High School Madison's problems for a day because, woo, did I think that I had some real stuff going on, and that was not even close to real world problems. I don't know if you can relate to that, but if you can, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm excited to listen to the old songs on Fearless. I'm excited to listen to the new songs on Fearless. She said she wrote these songs between the ages of 16 and 18, and I think one thing that I personally love so much about Taylor Swift, and this is going to sound so cheesy, so please do not judge me. She's only a few years older than I am. She just turned 30. I'm 27. So I really do feel like I have grown up with Taylor Swift, and every phase of her life and every album that she's released has correlated to something going on in my life. And I know that sounds so cheesy, please do not judge me, but I think that's why I'm just so excited for her. I'm so excited to take a trip down memory lane. April, hurry up and get here. In the meantime, we will be listening to the re-release version of Love Story that comes out tonight. And on that note, you guys, just let me know what you think about Taylor's big announcement. Are you excited for the Taylor's version of Fearless to be released? Do you think she's gonna have more surprises for us on her upcoming re-released albums? Let out all your thoughts and feels down below. While you're at it, please give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram for more celeb content. I do mini pop-offs on my Instagram reels Monday through Friday. Also, don't forget to check out my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time.